Hi, I'm Blondell Thomas, the City of Douglas Media Relations Coordinator, and welcome to the Douglas on My Mind show. We'll be right back with a couple of good things coming up in our community with Gina Gibbs, George Blampede, Danny McCarty with Coffee Regional Medical Center, and also Miss Carol Morgan with the Historical Society. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. I'm here today with Miss Gina Gibbs, the Wellness and Special Programs Coordinator for the Recreation Department, and Mr. George Blampede, the President of the Southern Gentlemen's White Hat Club. And they're going to tell you a little bit about the two clubs that they offer for older adults. Gina's going to tell us about the Red Hat Society. So let's start, Gina. Tell us about them.
Well, I'm excited. We've got a big event. You'll be seeing this on Facebook and everywhere. It's our Red Hat new membership. It's a luncheon and a talent show. Encourage you to go by our main office and get your ticket. It's $8 for membership and $8 for your lunch. It's going to be on a Friday, February 23rd. We're going to have it at the Martin Center on the stage.
Oh, how nice, yeah.
And it's going to be catered, so I want to encourage you to go by and get that. All you have to do is fill out one of these forms. Just give us your general information, email.
And you have to be a lady, right, for the Red Hat?
You have to be a lady for the Red Hat. You don't have to be 50 to join. If you're younger, you just wear a purple hat.
Okay.
If you're over 50, you are a mother and you can wear the Red Hat. So we're excited about that coming up. We do invite the White Hats occasionally to come with us for their trips too, don't we, George?
Yes, you do.
All right, George, go ahead and tell us what is the Southern Gentlemen's White Hat Club?
All right, the Southern Gentlemen's Club was formed, 7, 8 years ago, and I used to kid Gina, and I said, Gina, you have red hats for the ladies, how about something for the men? So why don't we have the white hats? So we decided to do that, and the purpose of it was to get gentlemen that are 50 years or older to join, and as you can see the attire that I have on, I have my white hat and my Southern Gentleman's hat, and the motto of our club is not the years in the life, but the life of the years.
Oh yeah, that's a good
50
one.
years or older, we meet at the Jerry J's restaurant for breakfast at 8:30, the second Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
And it's $8 dues for the whole year, and that's great. But the greatest thing about it is we have gentlemen anywhere from 50s up to, we got one that's 87.
Oh wow.
And we share life stories going back to the Depression, World War II. We also have a devotional. We'll have guest speakers at times. We also go on field trips, and incidentally, we're going to St. Mary's, Georgia, February the 7th, is it?
February the 10th.
February the 10th. And we're going to go on a train ride, and we're going to have a meal, and we're going to see a Wild Wild West play. And we're going with the Red Hats.
Oh, I was going to say, that sounds like fun. Can I go?
Yeah.
Pay your dues.
Yeah.
Let me just say this to you. We had a saying by one of our members, life is too short to sit in the chair. It's never too late to have some gentleman's fun. You know, a lot of us as we get older, sometimes we get in a rut, we sit around, we don't do anything. It's a chance to get away from your wife a little bit if you're married. If not, it's a chance to get out, meet other people, socialize, and have fun. And we really do. We really enjoy ourselves. So, second Tuesday of the month in February, we'll be meeting at Jerry J's at 8:30.
Okay.
Love to have you. If you like, you can come as our guest. We'll have breakfast. If you want to join, you can join. It's an $8 membership, and it's really a lot of fun.
Okay, and tell us some more about the Red Hat Group, the membership dues and when y'all meet, and is it just monthly, and do y'all have any special programs or anything coming up besides just the talent show?
What we do, we have the whole year planned. We do plays, we do shopping, we do crafts days, but this year, once they come and get their membership card, they'll be able to sign up from now till December for all our events. All our events
that's
are already
good.
planned.
Yes.
So we have the luncheon. March 16th, we're going to the Botanical Gardens in Columbus.
Oh, nice. Those
So
are
we don't do the
beautiful.
same thing. We do a lot of different things. No rules.
No rules.
No rules.
Lots of fun.
No
then.
rules. Lots of fun.
Crazy.
And fun. But George, don't forget to tell them about the Senior Citizen Club.
That's what
now.
I'm getting
Yeah.
ready to do.
Yep.
One of the things that I kind of got roped into, but I'm glad I did, I joined the Senior Citizens Club, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And I really enjoyed it. But then the president left and moved out of town, and they wanted a president. So I've been president for 6 years. Because no one
And a
else
good
wants to-
president, too.
It's
But
a
anyway,
lifelong job.
Basically, what it is, we meet the fourth Thursday of every month at the Weir Center, 11 o'clock. We have a program, we have devotional, we sometimes will sing, we have entertainment. The meal is great. We have it catered from Poor Boys. We also have the ladies bring a cover dish and desserts, and so we eat real well. But it's a chance, you'll know, a lot of you people, if you come, you'll know some of the people there.
Right.
And it's good fellowship. I keep saying, as a senior, just because you're retired doesn't mean you're dead,
That's right. That's
And
right.
so you need to come on out. It's the fourth Thursday. We're going to meet February the 25th, 11 o'clock. And our guest speaker's going to Mr. Mekama, wasn't the one from the Barton Theater that's a director?
Minkama.
Minkama. And he's going to talk about all the activities and programs he's got going on. And we'll have some entertainment and that, but you'll really enjoy it. Come as our guest. If you like it, you can sign up, and it's I think ours is $7 a month. Is that right? 7 a year?
And
$7 for the whole year.
also, visiting nurses comes. and-
Visiting nurses come and they'll take your blood pressure and your sugar
sugar.
count every meeting. So
So you
come
can
out.
have a record each month, which I think is awesome that they do
Oh,
that.
yeah. Which
Oh, yes.
we have usually around 50 to 60 that come. We'd love to have you and have fellowship with us. 50 years of age or older. And we have some we had one was almost 100. I think she
Wow.
passed away a year ago or so. So, hey, age is not a problem. Come and join us, and we'd love to have you.
And it's at the CE.
We're
Center.
Center, yeah.
And Gina, do you have any other senior programs that you offer throughout the year?
I do. I'm so excited you said that. We have a morning stretch. If you're new to our community, this is where you need to start. It's beginner aerobics. But Blonda, one thing I'm really excited about is our chair exercise class. It started as an arthritis class, and it kind of built from that. Very affordable. The morning class is not but $15 a month.
15 a
The
month.
chair class, if your mom's sitting on the couch, you need to go to Parks and Recreation and get her signed up. We're hoping water aerobics will zoom back up. When it's 32 below, nobody wants to go.
That's what I was going to
get water,
say.
but
It's
we're
too cold to get in the water right
We
now.
also wanted to plug in real quick our children things that are going on.
Okay.
I'm really excited about our children's art festival. It's March the 10th. It's a free event. There's games. There'll be art that the children will get to make and get to take. And thanks to Cindy Johnson with ceramics, she always helps and supports. The Wiregrass Artist Guild does that. Big plug, and thanks to George and the Kiwanis Club, we do an Easter egg hunt. That's March the 24th. It's on a Saturday. It's free. And Blondell, when I say
Community
it
members.
starts at 11,
You better be there at 11 because we have timed it, and I think it takes a whole 30 seconds for all the eggs to get picked up.
but there are prizes in all eggs, and there are prizes. There are candy in all eggs, and there are some prize eggs as well.
About how many eggs do y'all actually put out? Just
We
an
put out
approximate.
over 3,000
Yeah,
eggs.
it's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all actually cover the whole soccer field.
Right. There.
And let me tell you what's funny. When that fire truck goes off with the horn, maybe a minute, not even a minute,
Right.
they're gone.
30 seconds, I'm telling you.
It's amazing to see them, just those little kids run out there. We got all different ages, and it's amazing, and they just have a ball.
They do.
Well, I want to thank the Kiwanis Club because they help sponsor that Bondell.
Right.
And they do the legwork part too. They hide the eggs and they help. So I'm excited.
Well, and you have the fire department helps out,
Right.
and the police department also.
We want to encourage people to bring their own cameras and take their picture early before the egg hunt.
Right, and they should also bring their own basket, right?
Well, I'm hoping this year I'm going to have baskets.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm hoping we're going to have about 200 baskets, but still bring your own baskets.
Right.
We're hoping to have free baskets. Big plug for Blitz Day. We're not actually going to have Blitz Day this year.
Right.
We're going to do an early registration for summer programs with a discount.
Oh, that will be
Because
awesome.
I know a lot of people have 1 or 2 kids, but if you sign up May 2nd, you will actually get a discount for your camps.
Okay.
For doing that. It'll be all Douglas Park and Recreation camps only.
Summer
It won't be a
camps.
community event. Maybe later on in the fall we may try to do something more with the community, something different. We're trying something different. So be looking for May the 2nd. It's register for summer camps, and I know you want to get your kids involved, and so they won't be bored for the summer.
Right. And also on that day, they would register for athletic camps, swim lessons if they're offered, golf team, other activities that the rec department offers during the summer.
But the only thing that the discount's going to be on is for the camp
Right,
themselves,
right.
not for swimming lessons
Yes.
and some others. But
Okay.
you know, you need to get your calendar out because May the 2nd will be here quick, and it will not be called
Most
Blitz.
definitely.
It'll be called Summer Camp Time to Register.
Hey, and that will be from 8 to 5 on that day?
We're going to do the discount from 4 to 6.
Oh, okay, so y'all will be open a little bit later than 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
The discount will start at 4.
Okay.
That'll give everybody a chance.
All right.
But they can come and register at 8 if they'd like.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual discount will not start till 4 to 6.
Okay, all right. Well, is there anything else? Go ahead, you were fixing to say something.
I just want to encourage everyone to get involved. If you're new to our community, we have something for seniors. We have something for children. We have art. We have a wonderful ceramic studio. And I would like to sit here in front of everybody in Coffee County and thank George for all he does for our community.
Oh, yeah.
People don't know, but he really does a lot. He's a motivator, and
He is very active.
and we need younger people to come in and volunteer and be a part of some of this Red Hat and some of the events that we offer too.
Right. And if they do want to contact someone about the Red Hat, they should contact you?
Yes,
Okay.
it's my number is 912-383-7332, or just go by the office, get your membership card.
And if they want to contact someone about the White Hat?
All right. Let me just say this. I got involved in her exercise class several years ago. And I found out, even though I'm 74, that I can't do the same things I used to. And if I don't exercise, I can't do them at all.
Right.
So you need to join it. But I want to just one special event.
Well, before you do that, can you just tell everybody who to contact for the White
Yeah,
Hats?
for the White Hats, you can call me at 912-384-9263. George Blampied. Again, we meet the second Tuesday of every month, and put it on your calendar, and give me a call, because I'd
Yep.
like to get you involved. You know, just like I told you, we can sit around and do nothing.
Yep.
And if we do, we'll get in a rut, and we'll end up in the hospital more than
Right, right. And one other thing that you'd like to mention
Yes, we
concerning the
just have to
Kiwanis
say.
Club, yes.
Coming up this Saturday, or not this Saturday, excuse me, the first Saturday in February, February the 3rd, the annual Kiwanis Tree Sale, which helps the environment.
My whole yard is full of
And
Kiwanis
we
trees.
get
Right.
this stuff from the
Mine
nursery.
too.
And we will have fruit trees, we'll have citrus trees, we'll have other trees such as olive, crepe myrtle, dogwood, flowering white, pink red flowering brush, bottle brush, Bradford white flowering. We're going to have shade trees.
Trees, you got trees. I mean,
Yeah,
you've got
We
trees.
got camellias, we got roses, we got all kinds of shrubs and
Yeah.
plants.
And
Okay.
where it's at?
It's going to be at the Board of Education at the old high school, right?
Okay.
We'll be in front from 9:30 to about 3:30, Saturday, February the 3rd. Get there early now, because
Yeah.
They go quick.
Wade Nursery has some great plants, and she'll tell you
Right.
all hers are still living.
All right, well, thank y'all both for being here today. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Bondell.
you coming, and we'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back to the Douglas on My Mind show. I'm here now with Danny McCarty, the director of the Wellness Center and Cardiac Rehab at Coffee Regional Medical Center. Thank you for being here, Danny.
Thank you, Blondell. I appreciate you guys letting me come today.
Oh yeah, you've got a couple of things coming up. The first event coming up is Heart to Heart. It's a 5K, 10K walk, run. You let us know what all it encompasses.
Definitely. Okay, so the Heart to Heart 5K was always the 5K run, and then we had a 1 mile fun run for children, and then we always had the walk for the adults who didn't want to run the 5K. So it's a 3 mile walk, which is the same course as the 5K. 5K is just a 3.2
The
mile.
walkers would have to be for me.
Yes, we offer all the events, and last year we added the 10K run to it because we had many runners wanting a longer distance, so it was a little over 6 miles.
Okay.
So they wanted that longer distance, so we added it last year, and we're hoping that we're going to grow it bigger and better this year.
Yeah.
And we're offering some great prizes that come along with the 10K, 5K. So, I mean, with this year, we're doing we used to only do an overall male and female for the 5K, and we would do a $200 kind of like a rewards card, a gift certificate or something.
Okay.
This year we're going to offer top 3 in male and female in both the 5K and 10K.
Oh, yay.
So the prizes are big this year.
More chances to win.
Absolutely. So $150 for the overall male and female in both the 5K and 10K.
Okay.
$75 for the overall second place male and female in both events. And then $25 Visa gift card for the overall male and female in both the 5K and 10K events.
Okay. And now what day is this on and what time does everything get started?
Okay, so most of the time it gets started on time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time till we have, glitches.
Just be patient.
Be patient, please. But our first program will start with the 1 mile fun run kickoff, and it's at 7:30 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
So we start kind of early. And then the next we let the kids run first so all the parents can watch the kids. Everybody likes watching the kids run. And it's just a 1 mile loop around the hospital and the 100, 200 building. It's on sidewalk, so it is very safe for the kids.
Okay.
We're not putting them out there on the street with the cars. We're keeping them in a very safe parameter of the hospital.
That's good.
So when they finish up, then we will kick off the 10K and the 5K at 8 o'clock. So we give it a 30-minute leeway.
Okay.
And then after that, then we start the walkers directly behind them so that when people come into the finish line, they're able to come in systematically one after the other. We time it. The great thing about our event, it is computerized timing, so it happens very quickly. And whereas a lot of times at these small events like we offer, you have to wait for someone to calculate everybody's time. Ours, thanks to one of my friends who'd helped develop a computer system for it, we've got this thing timed down. Like the time the first person walks across to the last person, we can start calling out the awards for whoever wins. So it's a really great system. And because we know people don't want to stand around forever and they get chilly afterwards.
Right.
So,
and there's always that chance of messing up too whenever you're having to calculate something really fast, because I used to help with the recreation department's 5K whenever they did it, and I was one of the ones that had to hit the timer and then write it down and then go back and make sure everybody's timed right.
Absolutely.
And then to figure out which one it's a nightmare.
Well, not only that, but reading a runner finishes the finish line and then they have to write their name on a index card and put it in a box that we have a hard time reading their names and their age, and so this eliminates that because they're all in a computer system.
Okay.
And it's based on their bib, and it makes it very quick. So it's a fun event too, because we'll have tons of music, we'll have people dancing, following the 5K, and all the money here for this event, it goes for a great cause. It's for our cardiac rehab scholarship. I started this scholarship with the help of some of our members at CRMC as a part of our foundation. So the money raised here actually helps victims of heart disease. So when our clients come in, they can go through a series of steps of application to get into cardiac rehab. Do they fit the parameters, 1, and then 2, some of them do not financially have the money to enter the program, maybe just even a co-payment that's kind of high. These co-payments have gotten kind of crazy.
They have.
Anywhere from $10 to I've seen as much as $100 co-payment per visit. And so the scholarship allows these individuals, they can apply for it, allows them to come into cardiac rehab, many times not even have to pay anything to enter the program.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
so
that's
the money
great.
we raise is, Blondell, is staying here in the community.
Right.
And it's for our community members. And why wouldn't you want to support something that good.
Right, and
You
it's,
know?
and it's staying here to make us a healthier community too.
Absolutely.
Now, one quick question. Let's just say if I ran the 5K, which would be shocking, but anyway, if I did and my daughter wanted to run with me, can kids run in the 5K or do they have to do the 1 mile
Oh, no,
fun
absolutely.
run? Okay,
No,
okay.
we have tons. Some of our fastest runners are 12 years old,
Yeah.
13, 14.
Okay.
You know, they're fearless and they don't think about they're going to die when they run across the finish line and they
Right.
go for it. And you see them 20 minutes later, they've done 3 miles, and you're like, wow. that
And
was
they're
fast.
jumping around just having a good time.
Well, you know, and as we get older, we're not quite that rambunctious.
Right.
So, but no, the kids are welcome to do. I have kids that last year that did the 10K actually.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah.
Wow.
We have a lot of young people. Even our cross country team here in Douglas, you know, a lot of them are training at 5, 6, 7, 8 miles. So
Okay.
a lot of them will come out and participate in the 10K. And some of the ones who want the shorter distance, they can participate in the 5K. And again, children are welcome to do it. We just encourage if they're really young to run with a parent.
Right.
We don't want them being out there on the street by themselves.
Okay.
You know, 7 or 8 year old, that
Yeah,
wouldn't be
no.
very smart.
I
But
wouldn't even let my 10-year-old out there by herself.
but the great thing is we're going to have tons of volunteers. They're going to be on the corners. We're going to have people directing traffic. We have the City of Douglas, the police departments already confirmed that they're going to be there to help us, and we have the ambulance that's going to be there to help us. So we have a ton of people that's coming out to volunteer that day to make sure that the roads are safe and that people are going the right direction, not this direction, hopefully.
The ambulance would have to be there for me for oxygen. I mean, you know.
Oxygen transfusion.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like it's a really great event. Anything else you want to tell us about the Heart to Heart 5K, 10K
Yeah.
mile fun run?
All the above. This
Yeah.
is our 19th annual event here in
Oh,
Douglas.
wow. I didn't realize you'd been doing that for 19 years.
I didn't really realize it either. We started researching it. I said, Vashti, what number are we on? I said, I know it's like 17, 18. She said 19. I go, okay. 19. Wow.
19.
19.
Wow.
And we'd like for this to be the biggest and best one we've done yet. So we're really encouraging people to come out and walk, even if they don't want to run, just come out and walk and
Right.
support the cause. We are doing 5-year age division awards in both the male and female.
Okay.
So it allows a lot of people opportunity to win a medal in both male and female in the 5K. We're doing, again, the overall first, second, third place awards and dollar amounts. And of course, if anyone would like to sponsor this event and be a part of it, we welcome sponsors. We love people to come out and sponsor the event. Set up a tent that day. You know, we're happy for people to set up tents and actually give out information. We have plenty of room for people to come out.
Okay.
And then anyone who wants to sponsor, of course, will have their logo put on our shirts, and we advertise and thank those sponsors for their contribution, which is a tax write-off. So,
Right, there
yeah.
you go.
So why wouldn't you?
Do y'all have like teams that register or
Oh, yes.
that compete in as a team or anything like that?
We do. Well, not necessarily competition per se, but we do have some of the corporate companies will actually sponsor their employees.
Okay.
I know last year we had PCC and a couple of the other groups, but PCC rings mine and Premium Waters. They actually sponsored their employees to come out and participate in the entire event.
Oh, that's awesome.
They wore team shirts and they participated. So it was great because
That's
it was
good.
Wear Red Day too. You know, we have the whole Wear Red theme going with Heart Disease Awareness Month. And people can register online. We've made it very easy to register. You know, if you don't want to send in snail mail,
Yeah.
you can do runsignup.com, which we'll provide that information in just a minute.
Okay.
But runsignup.com is a great way to just sign up easier online. You can pay with a credit card. You can find it on our Facebook page. So I have the Heart to Heart Run on Facebook, and it has a place where you can click you want to join, and it'll take you directly to the page. So find us, like us, and
that's
share
good.
us.
Yep.
So because I'm doing a fun thing right now with the 5K thing is that each Friday I'm going to give away a couple little gifts. And so this Friday we're giving away, I have 2 Ozark thermos cups, the big ones, like this big. So we're going to give out both of those by people liking and sharing. Then we put your name in a pot and we're going to draw
Right.
for whoever enters. We're going to draw for the prize, and we're going to do that every Friday, and each week we're going to provide something different. Next week's going to be a shaker cup and a big giant jar of protein mix.
Okay.
So it's just a great opportunity to also help us get the word out there and get people to sign up. So they can sign up through our Facebook account, and they can also sign up through coffeeregional.org. At the Wellness Center, you find our events, and up under the events, the information is right there. So you can just click, 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 and you're into
Right.
signing up for the event. Or, of course, you can do snail mail. Or drop off at the Wellness Center. So I think what we
Hey,
have,
that'll give them a chance to come into the Wellness Center if they drop it off there.
Absolutely, because it's a great place to be.
Right.
We're great for the community. We are a wellness facility, you know, because we do a lot of education and nutrition and wellness and that type of thing. So come please visit. We're about to go 24 hours. We're going to do a soft opening of that hopefully in February. So we're going to be
24
open.
hours would interest me. Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to be open a lot of hours. We hope that we're going to have that ready to go by February the 1st.
Okay. Wow.
I think we're going to have most of it done tomorrow.
Knock, knock.
No, but you know how things go, so that's why I say
Right.
February. Give us several weeks to make sure that all the applications are going to work right, the doors are going to work right.
Okay.
And so we're going to have some really good promotional items behind opening 24 hours too, because a lot of our members have been waiting for us to do that. But let's get
Right.
focused back on the heart to
Yeah,
heart, which
yeah.
is the more important
Yes.
thing here.
So is there anything else on Heart to Heart? I know you've got another event you want to tell us about.
Heart to heart, we are good because it kind of
Okay.
leads into our next event, which is Wear Red.
Wear Red Day.
Wear Red Day, and our theme is always Wear Red Threads on that day, and it's going to be on a Friday.
Okay.
And so I have some fantastic news. By the way, Friday, February the 23rd, fantastic news is that our lovely Beta Sigma Phi girls, Alpha Theta chapter,
Right.
make sure I say it correctly.
That's it.
They have graciously agreed to help kind of co-sponsor the Wear Red Day.
Oh, good.
You know, because they do
can
big
push that
thing
out.
on Passion of Pink, and guess what? The #1 killer of women is
Heart disease?
heart disease. And so
It's a silent killer. I've
it
heard
is,
that.
It is definitely. So, you know, 1 in 3 adults have heart problems, and we're really focused on bringing more attention to heart disease awareness. And, you know, most people don't realize, but it's still the #1 killer of Americans and women.
Wow.
And so these ladies have graciously agreed to help sponsor the event. They're going to help out with the 5K. They're also going to help with the Wear Red stuff too. They've
Okay.
been good as gold about being a good community leader and making sure that this community is very aware of a lot of different things, particularly with the Passion of Pink and breast cancer
They were a
awareness.
fantastic
They're
group of
fantastic,
ladies.
Yes. So they're going to be helping us out with that, and I'm happy that they're going to be doing that. So one of the things we're going to do this year is a Women in Red theme. So really our focus is going to be Women in Red, and we're doing some really nice themed t-shirts that we're going to sell and some other items that we're going to
Okay.
sell just to raise money again to go back into the cardiac rehab scholarship to support our cause. So, I mean, overall, I think we're really trying to just reach the community, bring more awareness, and hopefully more people will jump in and participate.
Right. You just, I mean, these are some awesome things. And like you said, especially when you're dealing with the heart, you just really, I mean, there's no way for you to tell when something's going on. I mean, you've got symptoms and signs, but if you're hard-headed like most women, not me, but anyway.
We know one of those women
yeah.
is not to mention names.
Yeah. Women really don't realize the symptoms, and they really don't take care of themselves like they should sometimes. I do know that.
Yeah, and oftentimes we confuse what we think may be indigestion or we're just not feeling well and I just feel tired and fatigued. And most people don't understand those are maybe some of the symptoms that you have early stages of heart disease,
Wow.
blockages. And you know, age, it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't. It
Because
doesn't.
I'm finding younger and younger people with heart disease.
All right. Well, that's some awesome activities coming up. Really great. And Danny, is there anything else concerning the Wellness Center that you want to just shoot out there and let us know real quick?
No, mostly I won't. If you need anything, if you'd like to contact us, please contact us at 912-383-6988. Or you feel free to email me. We're going to provide you with the information and screenshot in a few minutes. But I just want people to participate, really.
Right. Just get out there and get active.
That's right. Get active, and that's the big thing.
All right.
You know, the more active the community, the healthier the community.
All right. Well, I appreciate you
Thank
being
you.
here, and we'll have to have you back another day.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. All right. Thanks, and we'll be right back after these few messages. Welcome back to the Douglas on My Mind show. I'm Blondell Thomas, Media Relations for the City of Douglas, and I'm here today with Carol Morgan. She is the president of the Coffee County Historical Society, and I've known this lady for many years,
Let's
and
don't
she's
say
known
how
me.
many.
Yeah, right. We're not going to do it. But she is excellent at what she does, and
Thank
she's here
you.
to talk to us a little bit today about what's going on at the Heritage Station Museum.
That's wonderful. I'm so glad to. We have an exhibit up at this time that is the history of education in Coffee County. It's been very interesting. The kids love it to watch what their grandmother's handwriting might have looked like. But on February the 8th, we start a new exhibit.
Okay.
And it's Lane Photography.
Oh, I love that
Oh,
exhibit.
yes. Lane Bailey, whose parents, Johnny and Sandra, ran Lanes in the 60s, for those that don't remember.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
they did
Okay.
it. And when they closed down the studio, they stored stuff with Lane above Fernbank. Mm-hmm. So he donated all of it to the Historical Society, and we have almost a year
Wow.
trying to figure out, because there's no names on these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've narrowed it down. We've got a lot from the college. Obviously, he did a lot of work with proms and
Right.
homecomings. And he did all the pictures for South Georgia's yearbook for a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
So we have got a lot of pictures, and we're hoping that even when people come in to see the exhibit, they can help us
Identify.
name and identify places and things. And weddings, I think he took 900,000 wedding shots. Sometimes I can pick a church, and you know, when you get to be my age, people's faces look familiar,
Right.
but you don't know if it's because you know their grandchild or you know them.
Right. I gotcha. Yep.
But we're so looking forward to it. People love old photographs, and
Right.
we have some of the neatest ones. And these ones that will be on display are from the, I'd say 66 to about 72, 71, somewhere along in there. And it's just amazing, because at that time I was a teenager.
I was just being born in '72. But
Thank
you may
you,
have
my
my
dad.
baby. You may have my baby photos.
I do
in there.
have a lot of
Who knows?
babies. They did a lot of portraits of babies and families, and there was one of the cutest little boy just sitting there, and I thought, now I
Aw.
cannot let this go without finding out who this is. So I put it on Facebook to see if anybody knew, and Lane Bailey wrote me back. It says it's my brother David.
Wow.
But there's some that we just don't know, and to me the saddest thing in the world is have a child's picture
Oh yeah.
without. It's like when I go to a cemetery and you see a baby's grave and there's no name.
Right.
I just can't hardly stand it.
Yeah.
But we're really looking forward to that exhibit.
Yes.
We're also going to do some new exhibits and refresh some exhibits. One of the new ones we're going to put up in a mini situation is advertising in Coffee County. I remember the day where every insurance company, every bank, everywhere you went, you got something. A pencil
Right.
box, a sewing kit, a bank from the banks. And we have a lot of those at the museum, and you'd be surprised what companies gave away as advertising. And what people like my mama have saved all these years. Because you don't throw things away.
No.
But we were trying to refresh. We're trying to do a Vietnam and Korea War exhibit. We've
would be
asked
nice.
Jerome Loving to help us with that. We've got a room that used to be called the Tea Room at the museum. We're making that into a display room, and we hope to do all the high schools in Coffee County. Carver, Ambrose, Broxton, West Green, Nichols, and Douglas.
Right.
And some Coffee High. But we're trying to get the old ones. So if anybody wants to volunteer to come help work on that, we'll be glad to
I
have
want
you.
to organize it or whatever.
Whatever you want to do, we'll work with it.
All right.
But we're open 3 days a week, Thursday and Friday from 10 to 4, and Saturday 10 to 2. Yeah, 10 to 4. See, I don't even know.
That's all right.
And Saturday from 10 to 2. And we're staffed totally by volunteers.
So
I
you
don't have a
desperately
volunteer.
need volunteers, don't you?
Definitely. Like with this new exhibit, I have some volunteers that'll come in and do some fun things, but they don't want to be there on a daily basis. Or what we ask people to do is just give us 3 hours a month, and you pick the day and the hours. And but I need 3 volunteers for Friday. Seems like everybody's going out of town on Friday or something.
Always
I don't
on
know.
Friday. Yep.
But we're also planning in March. I've got a committee that have jumped on this and carrying it forward. It is sundown at the cemetery. Mr. Milholland had gone to one in another town, and we want to kind of do that one, and we're going to have more details about that later. But we hope to do it the weekend of March the 24th before spring holidays.
Would it
and all that get
be, do you
going.
know if it'll be like, sort of like a tour or just
Well, no, it's going to be a social event.
Oh, okay, okay.
We're going. There's some things that we've been doing the walk through the cemetery
Right.
tours for a couple of years, and we've noticed some things about the cemetery we think we need to bring to people's attention. It's not going to be a program as such, but it's just going to be a chance to kind of meet and greet anybody that's interested in the cemetery. Can come, and anybody that just wants to see a beautiful sunset and have some hors d'oeuvres.
Right.
So once we get once Linda Cribbs and her little group get everything lined up, we'll
get the word
talk
out.
about it more.
Yes, ma'am.
And also this summer we're trying to do mothers' mornings out at the museum, where 10 to 12-year-olds can come for activities at the museum.
Oh, that would be nice.
Marion Mizell is my person that will be looking into that. Like I said, we're all volunteers.
Right.
So if you'd like to volunteer, if you have an idea for something, we'll be glad to entertain it and offer you all the assistance we can.
Right, and also getting those 10 to 12-year-olds in there maybe
Right.
to help them, expand their interest and
In
want to
local
get involved
history.
too. Right.
I'm having a field trip from Bacon County next month to come to see our museum, so I was pleased
That's
with that. We also have we started over what the library used to do, History at High Noon.
Yes, ma'am.
We had a wonderful time in November. We had Oscar Patton talking about his books, and it was a treat. Everybody enjoyed it. We have light snacks, or people can bring their lunch. It's the fourth Wednesday of the month at 12 o'clock. And I think the one coming up, I can't say yet because I haven't verified it, is going to be really interesting. It's about an old murder case in Coffee County, and this is one of the ancestors of the people involved. So we hope that brings forth, because that's always interesting to hear about the dirty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The terrible
secrets,
stuff.
the
Yeah,
ones you don't
secrets
tell.
are always
Yes,
wonderful.
and that History at High Noon is at the museum also,
At
right?
the museum,
Okay.
yes it is.
Okay.
The Historical Society, like I say, is doing the cemetery thing, but we're also trying to get people interested in maybe doing research for us, because people are always calling us, well, can you tell me so-and-so?
Right.
Well, yeah, if I had 30 more hours in a day, I'd be glad to. But we're looking for people that just like to do research for us, which is a wonderful thing, and we need some of that too.
And research is very time consuming.
It is very time consuming if you do it right and document as you go, which I think is most important. But we're also going to offer some genealogy for those that have never done any genealogy. I had never done it, and nobody had ever told me how when I jumped in, and I thought I was going to drown. But
Yes.
we're going to do some tips on that. We've got a lot of programs and ideas, but we just need people to help
Right.
and people to show up.
Oh, yeah.
It helps if somebody shows up.
Oh, yeah. And
But our History at High Noon, we've had a really good crowd for that. And
Okay.
like I say, we furnish beverages and light snacks, or you can bring. Last
Bring your own
time, one lady brought her a hamburger. So
There you go.
I told her next time she had to bring me one.
like you said, just come. That's it. Just come.
That's all you have to do. Show up.
Now, is there a fee for any of these programs, or is it all
No fee
free?
for anything we
Okay.
have at the museum.
But
the
donations
history-
are very
Donations
accepted.
are always accepted. There will be a fee for the cemetery thing,
Right.
the sundown at the cemetery, but we don't know that yet.
Mm-hmm.
We try to keep it $15 or less, so the cheaper.
Very reasonable.
Very
Yes.
reasonable. Very reasonable. It's only $1 to get in the museum. I know lots of folks would like to see me raise that, but I'd rather have people come in and not be worried about, do I have $5 or $3? So
Right.
it's just $1. You can have a guided tour. You can just walk and look. And we've got a lot of people lately from General Coffee State Park stopping in.
That's
and
good.
they'll spend hours because they have lots of questions.
Right.
Yankees never saw tobacco on a stick before.
Don't know what that is.
Don't
do
know
they?
what that
Yeah.
is.
And even I've looked before, and y'all had some cotton in there one
Right.
time, and I mean I know what cotton is, but like you're saying, I mean even people in Florida have never
Never
really
seen
seen cotton.
cotton.
Yeah.
Not raw.
So it is. It's yeah. It's interesting, and I can say for a fact that if you have not been to our local museum, you should go, definitely.
We'd love to have you.
We'd probably have some pictures of family members in there that, you know, somebody could come in and identify.
We have pictures, we have lots of pictures, and we have a lot of things. Somebody said, is this all y'all have? No, we have a huge room full of stuff.
Right.
And we have some of our volunteers are actually going through the files and organizing them
Oh, that's
and,
good.
and doing all that kind of stuff, because when people bring us papers or magazines or pictures, we put it down and then we can't find it because it's not done. So,
Right.
but that's just another part of it.
It is, it is. It's, what the Coffee County Historical Society does there is just a great thing for
Well,
the community.
It's, the ones that are there every day have a passion for history. And to me, my grandmother used to say, if you don't learn his story, you're bound to repeat it.
That's right.
And we want kids to know that this is the way it was, but that's the way it has to be.
Yeah, that's right. Like you're saying there, I remember helping my papa. He wouldn't let me actually work in the field or anything, but occasionally I could get on the tractor and drive the tractor or ride with him. But yeah, just talking about, you know, that we used to hang tobacco in the barn at the old farm. My daughter is just totally floored that we used to do things like that. And I said, yeah, when it's 100 degrees out there, yeah, we would be out there. We wouldn't be inside.
I have, it's always funny when field trips come through and they'll stop and they say, well, what's this? I said, well, that's cotton. What's that on that stick? And I say, tobacco. And they say, well, what do you do with it? I said, well, you have to sucker it when it gets a certain size. Then you have to go in the field and crop it. And then you had to, when I was a girl, you had to take it to the barn and string it. Then you had to hang it in the barn. And then when it was done, you had to take it out of the barn and unstring. And they said, Miss Morgan, how do you know all that? I said, honey, I lived it.
Yep,
So I mean, it's not that far back.
Right, it's not, because like I said, I remember us doing it, and
Yeah.
you know, and it's just some of those things that are just casually disappearing, unfortunately.
They're gone. They're gone. Somebody said, well, they harvest tobacco. I said, yeah, that's not.
That's easy.
No, that's not work.
Right.
That's not work.
All right, well, Carol, is there anything else you want to tell us about that's coming
No,
up?
just
or-
everybody come visit us. We'll be glad to have you. Look
Yeah.
forward to it.
And we
if
need you
want
to come volunteer.
Volunteers, always need volunteers.
Right. All right, well, thank you for stopping
You're
by and
welcome.
talking with us,
Appreciate
and we'll get you back on here again soon, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Talk to you later.
We'll be right back after this. Hi, welcome back. We have a few community announcements to make. Coming up on January the 29th, we will have our first of several Chat and Chew listening sessions that we are scheduled this year with our city officials. The first one will take place in Ward 1 at Hightower Memorial Church, and Commissioner Edwin Taylor will be on hand to answer citizens' questions or try to help out with any concerns that you may have. Again, if you need any further information, you would need to call the City Manager's office at 389-3401. We have the City Commission meeting coming up on January the 30th. It's not going to be the last Monday of this month. It's going to be on a Tuesday, January the 30th at 7 p.m. at City Hall. And we want to remind everyone that you still have time to sign up for the Mayor's Youth Council. The deadline is January the 31st for children in grades 9 through 12. If you need more information about that, please call 912-384-3302 or dial 311. On February the 3rd, we will have the community junk drop-off date from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the City Pole Yard. And just a reminder, you cannot bring any commercial or building materials, and you are limited to 2 loads each time you come. And last but not least, on February the 16th, we have an exciting event coming up. It will be the dedication of the Camellia Gardens here at the Ashley Slater House or the Douglas Visitor Information Center. And we will also unveil the sign that will be designating our Camellia Garden as one of the gardens on Georgia's Camellia Trail. So we invite everyone to come out and visit us on that day at 2 p.m. again on February the 16th. And for any other information or any tourism events or a calendar of events, please give us a call here at Douglas Visitor Information Center at 384-4555. And thank you again for watching Douglas on My Mind.